Yeah, last week I was walking home with him, and I went. He was saying something stupid, and I went, "I've got a competition for next week. Let's do a phone-in, and it's called Karl Pilkington, Genius or Fool."
Yeah.
Right? And he went, "No." I went, "Why not?" He went, "Well, it'd be confusing because they say there's no difference between genius and being a fool."
You do that, don't you?
No, but it's rubbish, and people say there's a fine line between madness and genius, and you know, it's a ridiculous soundbite. They don't say there's a fine line between a genius and an idiot.
Well, the people who do are idiots.
Yeah.
So what would you do there, though, just to sort of wrap that little thing up? What would you do? That lad loves his mum's milk.
What are you asking me to come up with?
No, I'm just...
A title for the story?
No. It's just what would you do? Right?
What do you mean, what would I do?
Well, it's causing a bit of a problem in the area, right?
What area?
In America, I think it was.
Oh, America are a problem, are they? George Bush is worried about this kid who's breastfeeding at 8.
Imagine it like this, right?
Right. No, so, Carl, what are you asking me? About this spurious story you saw on the internet?
I saw it on the internet. There's an 8-year-old lad, he likes his mum's milk, and it's saying, is this right? Should it
No,
be
it's
going
not.
on?
But what
do you want Ricky to do about it? It's not his responsibility.
Yeah.
No, but the little town that he lives in, they're all causing an uproar, right? Going, this isn't right, you know, I can't let my kid play out in case he's in the garden with his mum getting a bit hungry, right? So,
oh, God.
What should they do? Because his mum's saying, well, he likes it.
Yeah.
And he, you know, so what do you do?
I don't know the laws.
No, but I'm not asking you to sort out the laws. I'm just saying, if you lived in that neighbourhood, what would you say? If you went up to him and said, look, everyone's getting a bit fed up with this, look.
I'd say, what would I do? What do you mean, what would I do? what are you asking me?
Right, it doesn't matter.
No, what are you asking me? What are you asking me and Steve and the public?
I'm just saying, say if you live next door to this woman.
Yeah.
Right? The kid's hungry, 8 years old, he's out playing on his bike and he goes, Mum, I'm getting a bit peckish, and he goes, alright, son. She whops one out. And he starts having his milk, right? You live next door, you're putting your washing out, and you see this going on. You're getting a bit sick of it, because it's gone on for months.
8 years, I assume.
Why is it your business? Why are you such a nosy neighbour that you're concerned?
What would you do, Carl? Let's turn it back on him.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What's your solution?
What would you do?
Well, I thought I'd say, right, why are you doing this? And she'd say, because he likes it. And I go, all right then, put it in a bowl first.
So
and you think that would sort that out?
No, because I was thinking about the whole thing, right? And you do that when you're a baby, and everything's all right, innit?
Yeah.
No one bats an eyelid at a little baby having a bit of milk from its mum's breast, right?
Yeah.
You'd almost say it was natural.
But you grow out of it. It's like you don't see. It got me thinking about things you don't see, and you don't see.
Did you put this into a computer? Show me things you don't see.
What else don't you see?
Well, you don't see like an old man having a Twix. You never.
Oh.
So what?
You know the terrible thing about all this, Steve, is he's right.
You don't see it all.
No, I know that's the terrible thing.
So what they have got, right? They've made old man toffees, haven't they? They've come up with Werther's.
Is that a song? Oh God! You don't see it.
So they've got their Werther's, right?
Yeah. Look at him! You think he's giving a lecture at Oxford?
It's not going anywhere.
No, go on, sorry. Go on.
I'm just saying,
right.
You grow out of things.
Yeah.
And the old man, I'm sure when he was a kid, he'd have a Twix.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't look right, so he's having...
It doesn't look right!
So...
Right.
I don't think Werther's originals were specially designed for old people. I think they were sweets that just happened to have been made for years. That's why old people eat them.
Yeah.
They didn't go, hang on, there's a market here. I've noticed old people aren't eating Twixes. Quick, let's make some old man sweets.
But the little advert, he gives it to his grandson as well, doesn't he? He goes, I have a Werther's original.
No, I think it cuts though before he throws it back in his face and goes, get me a Twix.
Did you see the stylish? You've been voting in all week, sending your emails, So here's the clips that you wanted. You've got a real problem with Rick Waller, haven't you?
I just, he turns my stomach.
I know, but don't...
Because he's arrogant as well,
exactly,
though. That's the problem.
Don't explain to people that...
No, he is a bit arrogant.
It's his whole thing that it's the whole package, so to speak, that you don't
Well, there's another thing in this quote, because
it's not just the fact that he eats too much.
He tried, apparently, to lose some weight, and he said, the first month I lost 11 pounds, the next I lost a stone, but in the third my body did somersaults and I put on 9 pounds. I had a slip-up. I can't say when, why, or how, but it just sneaked up on me.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Don't believe it just sneaked up on him.
That body's never done a somersault in its life.
No. It just sneaked up on him.
Yeah. It
was the cakes again.
Yeah.
It was the same old cakes as before. It was exactly the same problem.
Sleep eating. Yeah. It's called.
It was the KFC bucket again. It was the family-sized KFC bucket for breakfast.
Dear. Poor man. The other thing is that I don't think that's a very good shock tactic for a doctor to tell a 20-something, well, to be honest, you've got 20 years to live.
Yeah.
That's not, you know, and when I was 20, the thought of dying at 40 was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't want to live to 40.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, what can you do when you're 40?
Yeah.
Just laying around doing nothing.
Eating cheese. And then you got there, and you discovered...
No, but someone sent me... Sophie here sent me something, and she said, I realise you're not Graham Norton, but I had to send you this. And she sent me the top of a little cream cheesy thing, and the brand name is Gervais.
Oh, God, that is... They've named a cheese after you.
I think it's a big French company, and this is from the Czech Republic. It's all over Europe, and so
that would be a dream come true, wouldn't it? If they named a cheese after you.
No, I think it's probably ancestors, and so I've cheeses in my blood.
Sure,
quite
literally. It literally is. Yeah, another heavy Friday night, was it?
It comes out of pores like those Play-Doh things. Yeah. I can squeeze out different shapes.
Jay, bring the Stilton in. It's Friday night. Oh,
this isn't fried.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we can't really have a go at Rick Waller. I eat too much, but
you're not big. I mean, one of the other contestants on the Fat Club, Celebrity Fat Club, is another one is Jono Coleman.
Oh, we love Jono.
Now Jono, I don't know, you know Jono. He's that guy who does. He used to be on TV, and I think he does a breakfast show on a rival station, doesn't he?
He's happy, isn't he?
He's so true, and he's a really nice bloke, Jono. But
it's funny because he does a breakfast show on Heart, which is wrecking his own. There's a bit of irony.
I love Carl.
Thanks, Carl.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I love you.
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's good.
But we've met Jono a couple of times. We saw him at a couple of, not wishing to say not to show off, but a couple of awards dues.
Yeah. Like that's showing off. But like people would have seen dead there.
Well, yeah, but we went to one where everyone was in, like, tuxedos or suits and ties. Not Jono. Jono was wearing a pair of Bermuda shorts.
Big Bermuda
and
shorts.
a Hawaiian
knee-length Bermuda shorts with just these little...
But I saw him again another time when he had shorts on at a similar event, and I've seen him since in the street, and he's all... I'm wondering if he can wear trousers. I don't think he can actually wear trousers. I don't know if there's a medical reason for that, whether he's just... his legs are too fat.
I think the material is a waste of money. I think it's just that you can get shorts that big and they're comfortable, and, you know, I mean, to be quite honest, I don't want to squeeze into a tuxedo anyway. So, if you can go... I'd love to turn up those things in Bermuda shorts.
Well, of course.
Flip-flops.
But do you think he started off by wearing... Maybe he just had the upper half was a tuxedo with the tie and
then the shorts for
and the shorts underneath, and he would just have to come in, kind of sneak behind, you know, a sideboard.
Potted plant.
Or a potted plant, or bring his kids ahead of him.
Yeah.
You know, you're wearing trousers, aren't you? You're wearing trousers.
Of course I am, yeah.
In you go.
Kids move a bit. Well, no.
Exactly.
Of course I'm wearing trousers. Why would I?
I'm wearing trousers.
And then you just thought, oh, this isn't fooling anyone.
So now I'm going to make a wacky effort to sort of, you know...
The next zone is, I've heard he's going in a grass skirt and a garland around his... and he's going to come in limboing.
But you did ask if you could go to the BAFTAs in a dressing gown, didn't you?
Just for ease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, right, is this talking about diets and stuff, right?
Go on.
They've come up with a drug that, they tested it out on a mouse, right? They said, you know, it's a problem that weight is a big issue in the world, and, you know, a lot of people are depressed, and that, probably like Rick Waller.
Well, I'm depressed looking at Rick Waller.
Well, you know...
Oh.
I mean, you could sort out Rick by... You know, Jono is an old man, he's got loads of money.
He's not old.
No, but he's getting on a bit, right?
He's about my age.
Hang on a minute. What I mean is he does his own shopping, right? So I bet it's
Sorry? What do you mean?
Because he's like, how old is he? 35. Right? He's got loads of money, he does his own shopping, so when he goes to the supermarket and he passes, you know, the sponge cake section, it must be tough when you've got loads of money to burn that you go, oh, just one more.
Yeah.
One more.
We are getting close to libel here, I think.
No. I'm saying how it is because
Right.
I've tried like losing a little bit of weight.
Have you?
And it is difficult when you're in Waitrose and you see a little chocolate muffin and you think, well, one more and I'll do without.
Do you like a little chocolate muffin now and
Well,
again?
yeah, right.
Is that your favourite thing?
So the
A
thing
chocolate
is,
and
Let him
muffin?
finish his point.
So the thing is, right, now with Rick, he lives at home with his mum, so why doesn't his mum just say, I'm going to buy less this week, and if you eat it all, you're not getting any more?
Yeah.
That's sort that
Does
out.
he
A
live with his
short,
mum?
sharp shot.
I bet he does. I bet he does. 'Cause
So you don't actually know if this is true or not.
No, but anyway, right, so this drug they've come up with,
They've tested this on mice, haven't they?
They've tested
No, I'm worried if they haven't tested it on mice. because
Thank God for that.
It's definitely been tested on mice.
Definitely.
they fed a mouse a load of cake,
Yeah.
right, and it went a little bit chubby, and he said, right, stop a minute. And then they gave it this drug that makes you lose weight.
Yeah.
And its weight went down, but the only bad side effect was its eyes were popping out.
Well, that seems to be fine then. Let's give it to Jono. There doesn't seem to be any problem.
Oh, Rick should get some of that.
Struth, Doc, look at these. Oh, Jesus, Jono, your eyes are popping out. That happened to the mice. Sorry? That happened to the mice.
But what
do you mean?
That's the option.
What do you mean that's the option?
So I love the fact that your choice is either be like a fat, happy man who has the odd sponge cake, or a stick man with eyes on stalks. I mean, Steve's chosen that.
All right, calm down.
Oh,
I
sorry,
thought we were
mate.
slagging off Rick Waller and
Sorry,
fat
mate.
people.
Sorry,
Let's
mate.
have a go at the fat people before we start on me, really.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I
Do you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah.
Because I got some issues, and body issues,
I
you know.
know.
But I mean, Rick Waller's grotesque, you know.
Yeah, sorry
I'm
about
just
that.
a little bit weird. I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, should we play a song? And
Well, I'm
sort
just a little bit offended.
No, but as long as you say something good about someone, you can also say something bad about
Go
them.
on, then. Go on, then, give us an example.
Well, Chinese,
Yeah.
yeah, great people, right?
Good.
Really,
that's
the
good bit.
women really good looking as younger people.
No!
They get
What are you
older.
doing?
I'm just saying, as long as you know what I mean, there's good and bad and everything.
For every
Well, what are the
positive
old
and
ones
negative.
like?
They don't age well.
What do you mean?
The fella in Karate Kid, the teacher, was only about 36.
We started this. Oh.
Fact. So, songs of praise, email in, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk, right?
I mean, I have to say, Carl, it's very tricky this week. You've got some very obscure sounding songs there.
Yeah, just all we want is the artists.
I think just the song, Carl, mate.
I
No,
think
actually,
that's
that's hard.
harder. I
No,
think
that's
that's
hard. Yeah,
harder.
the artist.
Just the artist, I know.
Okay, so these are the prizes this week.
Well,
We've
let's play it again so they can hear it. Try and work out all the different artists.
Yeah, why don't they play
the game of
the game of
Swing
swing ball?
Right?
Tell me why. Play the game of swing.
That's tricky.
It is tricky.
That is tricky.
That is good.
But there's some great prizes, including, Carl, I can't help but notice, torn from the current, well, I think today's issue of the Daily Mirror.
what is giving away a
It's,
giveaway?
it's a free CD from the Daily Mirror, which you can buy it, you spend 30p on the Mirror, you can get this anyway. But it's still in the piece of plastic that it came in, I love
It's
that.
ripped.
Anyway, there are some other treats for you as well.
Oh, you'll be loving getting that through the door.
So there's the Jingly Jangly Sound of Summer, Good Vibes, a 2 CD set featuring music from Crowded House, R.E.M., Simon and Garfunkel and the Beach Boys.
I'll tell you what, I've got the thought of another game. We can put Carl's into theory, right? I can tell him a sort of like a person or a people or a place, right? Or a profession, and he's got to come up with a good and bad.
A good and bad thing.
It is dicing with death.
Yeah.
Are we ready to do this?
Well, listen, if we're quitting in the next couple of weeks, then who cares?
Okay. Good and bad, right?
Well, hang
You've
on,
got
whoa, let me just
good
tell
and-
we're on the prizes here.
All right, okay.
So now 55. I know there's a
Okay.
lot of XFM listeners who are going to be looking forward to the likes of S Club 8 and the Fast Food Rockers. They're all on there.
I can't wait. What is their second single going to be about?
The Smashing Pumpkins. This is quite a good little compilation of sort of B-sides and live performances and stuff like that, which is not bad. The best summer holiday album in the world ever. I think we've given that away in the past. All sorts of stuff on there. Plus the director's cut of True Romance on DVD, the Tarantino scripted.
Oh, it's a great film.
Tony Scott
That's some
directed
brilliant-
movie.
oh.
So there's some quite good prizes. Just play it once more. Carl.
So email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Why don't they play the game of swing ball?
Just the artist, yeah. That's all we're after.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right.
Tell me why. Play the game of swing.
Very tricky.
Brilliant.
Very,
That
very
is
tricky.
brilliant.
Right, bung the song on. I'll bung the song on now.
What?
Let's put a song on. Bit of Pharrell Williams.
Yes.
Good and bad, good and bad. Old people. Darkness. I believe in a thing called Love on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Karl set the ball rolling with songs of phrase. Why don't they play swing ball? Referring, of course, to people in wheelchairs who play tennis, because he was disappointed they weren't getting around the court quickly enough. So why didn't they play swing ball?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Someone just emailed in saying because if they hit it to the top, they wouldn't be able to reach it to unravel it.
Exactly.
Which is a good point.
Yeah.
But I mean, nonetheless, good and bad in people in wheelchairs? Do you want to do that? Good and bad. Good and bad things about people in wheelchairs.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
Suppose. Don't know really. They take up less room in cinemas. They've got their own seat.
Good.
That's good, is it?
That's a good thing.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well done. Well done.
And what's bad?
Don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Okay.
But well, let's leave that, eh?
You started it. Songs of phrase. We've had very, very few entries. I really think people aren't interested. They really have just given up. I mean, seriously,
That's
Carl, I
the
don't mean to
one
be
thing. That's
disrespectful.
the one thing you contributed to this show, Carl, and it's the weak link. I
the
think
missing link.
in the chain, the missing link. Oh, do you reckon there is one, Carl? Do you reckon they'll ever find the missing link? Wandering around Manchester.
Wait a minute, Carl. The stats then. Let's have the answers if we can.
Right. It was
Well, let's
specials.
play it once more.
All right.
Tell me why, tell me why, tell me why.
Specials.
Yep. Jermaine Jackson.
The game of swing.
Right. It was Play the Game of Love. I think that was Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders.
Right, you think, but you're not sure.
Louis Armstrong was the Don't Mean a Thing if it ain't got that swing.
Yeah.
And Queen, Don't Stop Me Now, We're Having a Good Time, and that.
We're having a ball.
We're having a ball.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering you yourself weren't entirely clear, I think it's only fair to give it to Paul Brown, who got some of the answers right.
We're going to do songs of phrase, by the way, where Carl picks out a phrase that he might have said once, tries to find words from songs to put it together. You've got to guess as many as you can, song or artist, I can't remember. But even though you might look at it and go, that's mental, I don't know any of them, you might win if you get 2 right. I mean, I think the winner last week got about 3 out of 3
Well,
or
I have to
7.
be honest with you. I mean, last week, Rockbusters, surprisingly, was a very, very popular quiz.
Yeah,
It just happened to be awful.
yeah.
This one is pitiful. I mean, it's truly atrocious.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't even have a fan base. I mean, there's no one championing this one, Carl. Last week, seriously, mate, I got about
Oh, Carl's
seven
face.
or eight
That
replies.
is, oh God, that's terrible. That was like when you told a kid that you couldn't afford a Christmas present this year. Look at his face.
Yeah, it is a bit distraught.
Carl,
I suppose
what
it's like Chris Evans' face when they said they were cancelling girls and boys. It's like, look, but I can come up with great TV game shows like that. No, you can't, Chris, not anymore.
Oh, his little glasses slid down his
I'm the
nose.
guy who don't forget your toothbrush.
Yeah. What all that money you owe me? No, you owe us. Oh, can't believe it.
Alright. So, will I just play it to you and
Whatever,
you
Carl.
try and work out what the phrase is?
Sorry, it's a phrase that might have once been uttered on this show.
It was said last week.
Oh, right.
Alright, okay, brilliant.
Alright. Here we go.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
Right, I
Right,
didn't quite hear
right. I know what that is. That's ridiculous.
it. What was
Right?
it?
What it is it's something like, right, you're only 16, but you look 26, and the Chinese look older than they are or something, because he said that, the Chinese don't age well. That is mental, Carl. It's the most convoluted, ridiculous, racist piece of material ever to be uttered on radio.
Play again.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's...
Okay, you're just 16 and looking on 21. That's because the Chinese look older. Carl, you've got a mental!
Alright.
Oh, that is amazing. So, there you go, the well-known phrase, you're 16, looking all of 21, that's because the Chinese look older. Well-known phrase there, sweeping the nation. That'll be up there with "was up," and "shut that door." If they do a poll. Right.
Okay, Black, well, we're after the artists.
Just the artists.
Yeah.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's
Unbelievable.
Alright, let me tell you what the prizes are. We've got, I assume this is the new album from Mower. Everyone's going crazy for Mower. I've not heard people stop talking about Mower. But there it is. We got the new album from the Webb Brothers, which might be quite good. The Polyphonic Spree album, the best dance album in the world ever, which is ideal perhaps if you're having a barbecue and you've got lots of 8-year-old children coming.
The Polyphonic Spree, I look at them and I think, well, you know, you're a pretty good band, but, if that album sounds like a million, you're gonna make like 40 quid each.
I know, it's extraordinary.
I mean...
They're the sort of indie equivalent of the So Solid crew.
yeah, you're not gonna make any money. The manager's getting 20%.
Exactly, yeah. And also on DVD, Red Dwarf Series 1, so, some absolutely barnstorming places.
And if you can identify what artist to use in this well-known racist phrase, that's because the Chinese look older.
Play it once more, Phil.
One more time.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
that's
Oh, God!
Ricky.gervais at xfm.co.uk.
Play a record. This is radio.
Just a couple of emails just to update you on what's coming in here.
Go on.
Natasha has emailed us. She says that she's of Chinese origin, and at 27 she often got mistaken for 24. So your notion that Chinese people don't age well is obviously factually incorrect.
Yeah, well, we didn't need... thank you for playing, but I mean, honestly, trust us, Natasha, we didn't need you to tell us that. We know Carl is talking absolute nonsense.
Wait till you get to 30.
Oh dear, now this is quite a nice email from Paul. He says, let Carl know that I have a Chinese friend called Oi. Imagine the confusing and amusing situations we get into.
We're out and about in busy Soho.
Is his surname come here?
Lightning wit from Carl.
Wait
That's nice.
till you're 30.
Yeah, I know.
Brilliant.
But no, actually, we've had a surprising response to Songs of Phrase this week, despite the fact everyone has agreed that it's racialist. They've nevertheless had a go. So keep your answers coming in, because we may as well.
You're a hit, Carl. Well, play it again and give the answers. Here we go.
Songs of
Competition.
Phrase.
Songs of Phrase?
Name the artist.
Name the artist.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
Hue and Cry.
that's
Who's that?
Hang on.
Well, that's Philip Bailey again. That's too little.
Right, it was...
That was Roxette. The look.
Yeah, yeah. Right, we had, Hue and Cry, started it off.
Yeah.
16. That was Dean Martin. Because
Oh, yeah.
Jane's
That's his
Addiction.
addiction, yeah.
That's the
Cars. Yeah.
Chinese Philip Bailey.
Philip Bailey, that's second outing he's had.
Look.
Last one, we used him for Chinese, with as a hairy Chinese kid. He's never got so many royalties being used in racist game shows. Brilliant.
Then Roxette and finishing with George Michael.
Oh, dear.
So, that's
Brilliant.
that, right?
Who's the winner?
Well, the winner, actually, it looks to me like he's got all of them here.
And I had been discussing with this mate of mine, my housemate, that we should maybe start doing some exercise because I'm putting on a little bit of weight, right? He's quite a thin, tall guy. He has a belly. I don't know how to summarise it. Have you ever seen the film Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Really?
It's slightly grotesque. So the two of us, right, so we decided that we were going to do some exercise together, right? This is what we're going to do. Each morning we were going to get up, we were going to exercise together.
That won't happen.
Right, well no, but wait Rick, you see you're wrong, because a couple of days ago I said to him, listen, what we should do is get one of those like health videos, you know, those kind of training videos, what they called like, I don't know, they might have an aerobics thing or a sort of hour-long workout. And I said to him, get one of the ones that's hosted by like, Pauline Quirk. Elle Macpherson or Cindy Crawford, you know, someone like that, someone sexy, right? So, I swear to God, we went down this morning, we put it on, right? Just want you to picture this scene, right? It's me and my mate in our shorts,
right, 9 o'clock in the morning, working out.
You didn't actually do it.
To Helen from Big Brother's video, right? It was the cheapest one, Steve, you told me. Thanks very much, mate.
We saw that advertised as well.
Working out, right? And the two of us in our shorts, she's there, like, she's the closest there is to a living Homer Simpson, right, shouting out and stuff. I just wanted to be reassured, Rick. There's nothing gay about that, is there? There's nothing a touch kind of fruity about that image.
No, I mean, the ones you do avoid would be sort of Liza Minnelli workout.
Cher.
Graham Norton, obviously.
Yeah. Dale Winton.
Gay Byrne.
Right, sure.
He's not gay.
No.
But, I mean, the name's a little bit gay, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think Helen from Big Brother, you're probably safe. Who else? I don't know what else to tell you, really.
But I mean, because I know you've got a personal trainer. I'm obviously not in that kind of state. There's kind of states at the moment. I don't have that kind of cash.
No.
But, I'm obviously quite excited. What have I got to look forward to? Do I go through a pain barrier?
My trainer, Pink Eric, we call him.
Yeah.
I sort of box a little bit.
But what I'm saying is, do you go through a pain barrier?
No, I stop way before that.
Right.
And I sit down and have a beer.
Right.
There's no point in going through the pain, because it'll just put you off.
Sure.
So, if you start feeling any sort of pain, or any, breathlessness, or any aches, sit down immediately.
Now, is it right that he's worked out a special routine for you where you don't have to get up?
Yeah, well, he actually said, I remember the first, I got my food diary, and he was looking at it, and I could see he sort of feared it. He feared taking on this challenge. And this is a true quote. At one point, he said, right, okay, cut cheese down to 5 times a week then. I must have haggled from 4. Cheese down to 5 times a week. And it's sort of like, I'm my own worst enemy. Because if I cut out cheese and beer, I would just lose weight. Like, it would drop off me in a month. So what I'm doing, I'm fighting it all the time. I haven't changed my sort of eating and drinking habits, but I now work out 3 times a week. And it's an uphill struggle, Steve.
Yeah, of course.
It's just
so you're just keeping it an even keel.
I know. Well, yeah. So I can live longer to eat more cheese and beer.
Do you exercise, Carl? Do you do any exercise whatsoever?
I used to go to a gym in town, but it wasn't the sort of the hard work of doing the the stuff. It was just like, it was like 60 quid a month.
Yeah.
I thought, well,
crazy, isn't it?
That's not good. So I just got out of my way to sort of walk everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Instead of jumping on a bus, like a nice day like today, walking to work, or run up the stairs.
You're skinny though.
You run up the stairs.
What? You're really skinny though.
No, but I do eat a lot of like crappy food. So I reckon. I mean, what did they say? When you get to 30, it all just. You go mental, don't you?
Yeah, they say that, play record. That's the philosophers, isn't it? When you get to 30, you go mental.
No, Descartes.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Play record.
Better Bowie?
Oh, yeah, I brought this in. You'll love this, Steve. Oh, you know this, I think, I'm sure. This is, a great Bowie track off Aladdin Sane, one of my favourite albums. And this is Lady Grinning Soul. It's beautiful. Badly Drawn Boy, Silent Sign on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. You can do your own.
Oh, right, okay, my name's Steve Merchant.
Yeah, Carl.
I'm Carl.
Yeah, exactly.
You've not lost interest, have you, Rick?
No, of course I haven't.
Okay. Go on.
It's silly to, I've said it once, I was a bit bored with just saying your names.
Okay.
I don't mind saying mine, because I'm sort of interested in that.
Yeah, sure.
But the other ones are sort of more of a chore. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing in it for me.
Yes, there's no actual
I'd rather not mention either of you.
Okay.
So, if you want to do it, from now on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, obviously still got plenty to come. We've obviously got some great music, Rick, and that's
I've got, a bit of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Actually, an album you introduced me to, and I'm gonna play, Into My Arms.
Looking forward
and you
to
know how beautiful that song is.
That's true enough.
Yeah.
But, I was talking about this little bit of acting I was doing yesterday, and, not wishing to be disrespectful to anyone that was involved, but there was, obviously some extras or supporting artists, as I believe they're known, and, all good, lovely people, really putting the effort in, doing good work and everything, but there's just one guy I was stood next to, and, he's quite a tall guy, not quite as tall as me, but tall guy, quite a good looking bloke or whatever, and, I just sat there, and he obviously gets quite boring, because there's a lot of just hanging around and people waiting and stuff, fixing lights. I just stood next to him, and he just went, oh, he was looking for something to say to me, obviously, and he went, looking forward to the new Guns N' Roses album? And I went, I didn't realise there was one on the way, actually. He went, yeah, obviously they, Slash won't be in it, because obviously Slash is no longer with them, but, bloody hell, Sweet Child of Mine, one of my favourites. Just started singing some of the songs. I went, okay, great. He went,
Without irony, I
absolutely
assume.
without irony. He just wanted to get onto a discussion of Guns N' Roses. But I'd say this, he did not look like a rocker in any way. He looked like a bloke who would work in sort of an accountancy agency, or Barclays, behind the counter, something like that. Very well scrubbed, well groomed.
So there's nothing wrong with Barclays or the people who work therein.
That's true enough.
Okay.
So he goes, yeah, I mean, I got into them with Appetite for Destruction, the classic first album, but I even, I enjoyed the Spaghetti Incident as well. I mean, I like all of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, right, okay. And he goes, I said to him, have you ever seen them live or anything? He went, I have not seen them live, no, but I was lucky enough to be at Donington, Monsters of Rock, and Slash's Snake Pit was playing, which was Slash's solo effort.
Yeah.
And he went, I've never been to those live gigs before, and I was down in the mosh pit. Oh man, I was down there, and I tell you this, have you been in the mosh pit? I went, he goes, it's crazy down there, it's wild. A guy threw a punch at me, I punched him, knocked him straight out, he knocked me out, so this fight went off, it was amazing. I went, you're gonna go back? He went, no, I won't, because once you've done something like that, you can never repeat the experience, I mean, everyone there was dressed in black. I think I was the only guy wearing a white t-shirt. I was like, okay, I could just imagine him tucked in as well.
That's why they attacked him.
Exactly.
It's like ants.
Yeah.
They
slashed himself.
Yeah, there's a termite in the nest.
Exactly.
And they just turned on him.
But so I'm going, okay, so do you go to gigs often? He went, no, I don't think I'm ever gonna go to another rock gig. And I said to him, why? And he went, I don't think any gig I go to will be able to top the experience of seeing UB40 live. And do you know what I mean? And I almost did what you did.
That's why I've never seen him live, because I don't want to end my life.
But I almost laughed. I thought it was a joke. I thought he was making a joke, and I was about to laugh, and I realised he was deadly serious, and I went,
UB40.
Oh, good were they? He went, absolutely blinding. One of the most incredible live experiences I've ever seen.
I imagine.
Did
they do songs in a sort of mock reggae style?
Apparently they
2 hours.
And then he began to tell me which of his favourite. He went, I don't know if, I said, have they done anything recently or brought anything out? He went, I don't think they're going to be able to top, those classic albums, Bag of Riddim, and Rat in the Kitchen.
I remember once when I went to sign on, okay, and I don't know what year it was, must have been like 1979 or something, and I left school, and tell me if I'm wrong if it wasn't out then, but this bloke was at the back with sort of like a ghetto blaster, and he was playing 1 in 10.
Right.
Obviously making a point, he was in the dole office. Everyone ignored him, and when it finished playing, he turned it down. And he took a number and queued.
The days when they were a protest.
When was that? What year was that? What year did someone can pinpoint that for me. Phone in 08700 800 1234. I know it had just come out.
But what was amazing is when he said that about UB40 being the best live experience you've ever seen, it was one of those moments where you thought, I never thought I'd hear someone say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know why I can't understand what kind of person you are. I suddenly realised at that moment there was such a chasm between us.
Is there anyone out there whose favourite band is UB40? Red Wine, maybe. UB40, yeah. Oh, they're a great bunch of blokes though. You see them, they crack me up when I see them interviewed. They're really funny. But, once you've heard one, that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I imagine. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm a Philistine.
Maybe there's some hidden depths to them that we don't understand. Maybe some great tracks that you could point out if you're a big fan.
Well, I'm never going to go and see him because why? No. Why sort of like top your experiences?
Exactly.
You know,
because you never get better it.
When I know I'm definitely dying, I'm going to go.
You'll summon them to play for you. Get me Labour of Love live.
Do Right in the Kitchen now.
This is a little bit of a treat, but I thought I would charm you with, Rick. From The Cure's Greatest Hits, this was this double CD that they brought out recently, including 18 acoustic versions of their greatest hits.
Yeah.
And this is the acoustic version.
What have you gone for?
I've gone for, glad you've asked, Just Like Heaven.
Wise choice.